All right.
Hello, K-Dwellers. This is Uncle Nasty back here with another interview. This is one of my favorite people that I done talked to at these cons, Mr. Jeremy Clark. Jeremy, say hi, brother.
Hey, guys. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's staying safe out there. Had a wonderful Halloween. Hopefully we got a few cool things to talk about for
Oh,
you.
we definitely going to have some fun, that's for
Yeah.
sure. We're gonna start it off right with the funnest question down here.
Sure. Go ahead. Let's
All
see
right.
what we got.
When you're sitting there and you're deep in thought, right? Do you ever talk out loud to yourself? And if you do, does it sound like this? I'm sexy. No, I'm sexy. No, I'm sexy. No, I mean, you are a good-looking guy. I mean, look at this dude.
You know, I haven't ever experienced that myself, but yeah, I suppose it could be more of a Jerry Maguire type thing where it's just help me, help you.
If he was any more handsome, I'd shave my beard off and set my hat on fire. You hear me? I promise I would.
This is a unique way to start an interview. I'll
love
give
you,
you
dog.
that.
I
I'll give
love
you that. I was not prepared. They didn't tell me that this was how we were gonna begin.
Well, no,
but
that's why
good
they
to go.
gave you me, man. That's what's up. What work have you done that you are the most proud of?
Well, that one is a tough question. Last time I was on Gabe's Cave, I discussed some of the projects that I had been on and kind of what I enjoyed the most at that time. But since then, I've actually worked on a couple new covers with a fantastic penciler, Raymond Gay. And I'm sure everybody has been super excited about the TMNT Last Ronin, as well as the new DC Punchline #1.
Yes.
And we got to tackle both of them. So I would say that those are some pretty exciting ones for me personally. And I really hope that the fan base out there enjoys them as well. So that's kind of how this last month has been kind of going on strong, is just towards those titles.
You and Raymond, y'all are like a dynamic duo, like Batman
we
and
got
Robin.
we got some good mojo going,
Yeah.
I think, for sure. Worked on a number of covers together now, and got a lot more coming through the pipeline. So if the folks out there enjoy that type of style of work, it's not going to end anytime soon. So
You make things pop. Do you ever get sick of hearing that?
well, it's a unique job, being an inker. We try to embellish upon the pencils in such a way that they do kind of elevate the page and hopefully provide some depth for the reader. And as long as that's happening, then I think I'm doing a good job. And that's just the goal at the end of the day.
Your fans out there think you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as long as that keeps up, you're gonna have it made.
Well, as long as they keep buying the books and the publishers realize that we've got something good cooking out there, then hopefully that's how it will continue on.
Well, you mentioned that partner. Do you have anybody else that you've recently inked for that you've enjoyed working with?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff for Coffin Comics on Lady Death, and we just did a new Hell Witch cover, which is up currently right now on their new Kickstarter. And that was all done with Jose Variz. So I've been doing a lot of the more pinup classic kind of style female characters with Jose lately. And I think that if you're a fan of Brian Polito's books or Dan Mendoza's books, we've got a lot of good content coming for the readers out there in regards to that type of genre of books that are a little bit more risque, perhaps.
Right, yeah.
And a little bit more, for the mature reading audience, which I know I've got a little bit of both.
Yeah, you do.
When it comes to my work. So hopefully they dig it,
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. What comic book character would you say best fits your personality?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I've had a lot of people at this show in particular that have come up, snagging turtle books or what have you, asking me who my favorite turtle is. And if you want to look at it in terms of the dynamics of those personalities within the turtles, my favorite was always Leo, because he had just the right amount of balance, I think, between not being too aggressive like Raph, perhaps, but not being so intellectual like Donatello. Like, I find falls somewhere in that like like Renaissance man in between. Of I got a little bit of everything, but I'm not fantastic at anything. And I think I don't want to say that that's what Leo is, but in a way, because he has a little bit of everybody's personality, I think that it helps bond and mesh everybody together. And so I would probably relate more to that character, at least in terms of the Turtles, than any other.
If me and you had to fight to the death,
I'd lose because I sit in a chair putting lines on paper every day, you know? The odds of me even getting out of the chair long enough to figure out what a high kick looks like would probably be hysterical to anybody watching. So.
I was going to give you the option of picking a medieval weapon and see what you went with for your weapon.
Like it's an instant loss. It's not even a question at this point. But no, so to go back a little bit to the Leo thing, I'm a big fan of samurai, right? So I'm doing a cover right now for a series called Samurai Grandpa.
Okay.
I've always been fascinated by Edo period Japan and samurai and General Ronin type style characters, and so obviously for me it would be a katana would be my weapon of choice, just because I feel like there's so much fluidity that you can have with your movements with it, and it doesn't restrict you in such a way that you're stuck to that one thing. Like
that's an art all in its own.
It is, and so I think maybe I'm just sticking with art-related things. Who knows? But that would be my choice for sure,
now,
at least in terms of a weapon.
I get privileges that a lot of other people don't get. One of mine is I got to eat dinner with this man last night.
I mean, I know I wolfed down a lot of food. I some of the rest of the table seemed like they were checking their waist and didn't want to have a little too much, but I didn't care. I'm a huge food guy.
He's
I love
super
eating
fit too.
And yeah, I mean, bring on the food. It's like a bottomless pit over here.
That's right.
I'm a human disposal unit in a lot of ways.
I got to hear you talk about music though.
Yeah,
at the table.
Music was fun. Music is a big part of, I think, at least for me, my life, because when you're stuck in the studio working, I mean, you either have to have like the TV, you got to have some kind of background noise, right? And so I go through just decades worth of music all the time to try to keep the creative juices flowing, if you will. And yeah, I'm a huge, most people know me as a huge 70s and 80s classic rock, metal, hair metal guy in particular. And so yeah, I definitely dig the music. And obviously that's an art in its own right.
Yep.
So
I mean, it just flows. Now I'm gonna count to 3.
All right.
And when I get to 3, I want you to think about it. I want you to tell me your favorite dinosaur. 1, 2, 3.
Velociraptor.
How did I know that?
Obviously, guys.
How did I know that?
Come on, they run in a pack. They're awesome. I mean, T-Rex he's got the little stubby arms. Why would I want that? At least they look a little bit more anatomically correct.
Right, yeah.
The Velociraptor's got it all kind of working together. Highly intelligent.
Big crazy turkeys.
Yep, they're good stuff. So that's what it is for me.
If you could be a part of any major comic book and be a part of any character, of doing anything a part of it, who would it be?
So for DC, my favorite series that I read growing up was Watchmen. It was a 12-issue miniseries. Dave Gibbons obviously got translated into the movie with Zack Snyder. And I was a big Rorschach fan. And in some ways, I dug the art style of the comedian and some of his antics, while not a very positive character.
Right. Yeah.
There was something unique about it that I really enjoyed. But yeah, it would probably have to be something. They're kind of reviving the whole Watchmen stuff right now.
You might get that chance.
You know, that would be a really fun project to be associated with if it ever came into fruition. On the Marvel side of things, my 2 favorite characters are Captain America and Wolverine. Obviously, if they ever did went back to doing rather a Japanese Ronin-style Wolverine story arc, which I know they did back in the 80s, but if they somehow reincorporated it, I would want to have that opportunity, because it would just fall into all the type of imagery that I really enjoy. But yeah, Cap's my favorite for Marvel.
Let me just ask you this. Did your eyes water up in the first Captain America movie
In the first one,
Yeah.
no, I think while I enjoyed what they did with the first one, by far my favorite Captain America movie is Winter Soldier. I think the interactions between him and Bucky, where obviously Bucky doesn't realize that they were these childhood friends and stuff, and the way that was cinematography, the cinematography associated with it, and how it was shot was so well done that Winter Soldier for me is the best out of the three Captain America
What
movies.
got me was when he was trying to get into the Army again. The doc had him in the interview room. I mean, in the checkout room or whatever, where they was going to check him out and do his physical.
Yeah.
And he asked him, did he want to kill Nazis?
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't want to kill anybody.
Right.
You know, that whole talk right there, like, I swear, I went to the movies to see it. I was standing up.
You got choked up.
I was standing up in the movie theater.
So can you believe that this guy got choked up in a movie theater over Captain America?
Because he's like my guy too, man. You know what I mean? I'm a veteran. You know, I was in the Army.
Yeah.
So, like, Cap being the best of us, you know, what humanity is supposed to be like.
Sure.
You know, the anti-bully.
Oh, I 100% agree.
You know, and that's why I enjoy coming to places like this and, you know, watching people go by your booth and stuff like that. It's putting smiles on kids' faces.
Well, I try, you know, at the end of the day, we just doodle, you know, and we're lucky enough if somebody appreciates those doodles. And if you can't understand that there are people out there that are taking the time to come see you and you're not willing to put in the effort back or to at least show some appreciation, well, perhaps this isn't the right path for you. Maybe stay in the studio. But for me, it is about those interactions, and hopefully everybody that has met me has had a good one at the end of the day, because I do appreciate it. I do appreciate the support, and without the fans, without the support of them, there wouldn't be any of us, right?
That's
because
right.
at the end of the day, it's their support that provides us another book, provides us another opportunity, and I think that's the best way to describe this aspect of the industry. So.
Do you want to come say hi to Jeremy on YouTube and say hi and wave to everybody? Come here.
Hey.
Say hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Tell YouTube that you're happy to be here.
I'm super happy to be here.
Can you do a fist bump? Fa la la la.
Thank you. She stopped by and she hung out with us earlier, and she got a bunch of cool stuff from us, and she's standing here watching the interview, so I figured I'd let her get some spotlight.
No problem at all.
Jeremy, you spent some time with me, and you've had some people over there, and I know you've been busy today.
Yeah.
But before you get up and you go away,
okay,
you got to do something for me.
Oh, I don't know. What do we got?
You got to do your best metal scream.
Oh no, you don't want to hear that.
I do.
No, nobody wants to hear that. I'm a drummer specifically because I have the worst singing voice in the world. But I will give you one of these for sure, because it's Coffin Comics, right here. We are metal, and that's the way to do it right there. That's how I'll do it, right there.
What about an Axl Rose impression?
Oh God, Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Welcome
to the jungle.
I'll let you do it. You seem to got it. You got it all.
Look,
all
we
day.
forgot to show y'all this. This is some of Jeremy's stuff that he did for OMG Horror Anthology.
Yeah, so I got to I inked this Spider Queen cover here over Raymond Gay's pencils, and the Siren Mermaid killing machine over there was over Philip Still, and so two very different styles of art, but I think they all work very well for the horror anthology that is OMG. So hopefully you guys find it in the near future, and hopefully you guys enjoy what you heard here today.
Yeah, it's not hard after you see his stuff to understand why people like Jeremy Clark, man. I appreciate you coming, brother.
No problem at all.
Y'all come back, check out them other interviews.
Come check me out on social media at Jeremy Clark Art. If you can remember my name and the word art, you can pretty much find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the regular stuff as well.
And I'm sure we'll post links to how to find him.
Yeah, please do. I certainly do my best to post new stuff almost every single day, and it's not just a bunch of silly pictures of this ugly mug they want. It's all art-related content, so check it out. See some cool art, and hopefully you guys dig it.
Yeah, man.
Take care.
Peace. Jeremy, appreciate it, brother.